Hi guys, due to the absolutely amazing, phenomenal interest in my Rover 220 Coupe, non-turbo unfortunately, and the serious money it's now attracting when I thought it might just get a couple £100, I've decided to do a video just to supplement all the information I've got on there, so you can see exactly what you're getting. I can demonstrate anything. If you don't feel anything is as it was presented on the adverts, then I'll happily cancel someone's bid. So this is an aim of, I can now tell, there's some serious fanatics out there like myself who are very interested in this, and I want to make sure it's completely accurately presented as best as possible. Ideally come down, have a look at the car, have a poke about yourself, but if people are, that isn't possible due to distances involved, then hopefully this will be a good stand-in. So I'm going to go around the outside of the car, go around the inside of the car, show everything working, show bits and bobs as I come across them, and hopefully this will give you that more confidence that this is exactly what you want, or it'll give the information, say this is not what you want, and avoid wasting anyone's time. So if we so very bright, unfortunately, we'll try to do the best we can. So going on the side, and the face of the wheel. Hopefully it is moving round a bit, so hopefully it won't make anyone feel sick. Rim mirror. Let's go along the driver's A-pillar. All the electric mirrors still do work, and I'll demonstrate them later. Cool, so that's something I wanted to point out. Hasn't come out at all well in the pictures, but I mentioned there was a ding from a child dropping a bike on, so hopefully you can see that. That's on the rear, offside rear panel, and to get a bit of perspective. So, oh, that's no good. There's an adult's hand in perspective to get a bit of scale. Arch has been done, but then I've just noticed that little bit. Show the face of the wheels then under the arch. So this is the offside rear wheel and arch, or the wax old gunk on it. Let's do the bumper, then we'll move up. There's the no exhaust. It's even got the proper finisher, which is an additional part you slide over the actual tailpipe, which ends there to give it that nice nice finish. Little geeky touch here. The previous enthusiast to myself, there we are. That postcode they put on the plate, that is actually Longbridge. Nice little geek touch. Just show you the. Sorry about this. The boot. There's the Targa top bag, some bits of carpet matched to the patterns of the floor mats that I can't get hold of. Bag of odds and sods of rimmers. Rear release, but drop the seats down. And just to show you underneath the rear shelf, normally these are rust buckets. Now this does have a touch of it, but normally they are completely rotten around there. Sorry about the contrast of this going in and out. It's a bit of a big. And as a Brucey bonus, I will be including this period brilliant disc lock with 2 keys. That's the correct size for the steering wheel. There's the spoiler. It has been resprayed before I had the car. Now it's probably not coming up here and I'm being mega picky, but it looks the same colour, but it feels and looks flat, whereas that looks, if I'm, if I'm being mega picky just to present the worst picture of it, this looks a bit more white and that looks a bit more creamy, shall we say. I only notice it close up now and it feels, so that feels glossy, this feels flat. May just be a polish, I don't know, but just to show you that. Rear screen. So again, being uber picky, I have got some rear finishing strips for these. I realised it's part of the stock of bits I bought from Rimmers, which I'll include with the car. But it looks like someone came before I had it to put some kind of, actually, some sort of additional sealant down there to seal that up. So that's on the left hand side, not on the right, so I can only gather that there was some leak at some point, which probably explains why underneath the rear parcel shelf they can get very wet. Certainly I've not noticed it wet in my time, so that obviously works, but it's, yeah, it is what it is. So this is the near side flank of the car. Perhaps if I do that again. Yeah. So no rust around there, but point out some really. Ugh. There's a slight. I'm trying to get it now. Right there, there's a slight thing. It's really hard to capture, but I've pointed that out. Let's get the face of the wheels. And the condition of the arches. So if this is making anyone feel travel sick, unfortunately can't really move it at the moment. I'll just do the sort of upper side, then the full side of the car. Cobwebs are optional. Going to the front near side wing. No issues there. Show you the face of these wheels. And underneath the arches. So this isn't a brilliant shot. We'll just do the roof before we move on to the front bonnet. So, oh, that's not showing you much. Around the windscreen. No rust as far as I can tell at the top. Oh, with a new bit of rubber. Let's split a bit. Down to the front bonnet. So, you can't catch it. A few little stone chips here. One of them's got a tiny little. That's a bit of thing. That's the only one that's needs to be. No, I should have touched up really. No cracks in the headlights. So that is unfortunately a tiny little chip, and the previous owner told me that headlight had a crack in it, and as he was replacing it, he dropped the screwdriver and chipped it. So that's the history behind that. Fog lights work. Just to demonstrate one of the geeky little things I'm happy with. Original infrared popper, so if we look at that. And then also you can do it by sticking in the key. I've got the original key and a couple of generic copies. It's the same key that does all the locks and ignition. Okay, so just to show you underneath here. Oh, sorry with the contrast, guys. So that's all absolutely perfect. These are just some carpet offcuts in the shape of the original mat, just to protect the carpet. Oh, so I'm going to stick the. Where's the? Oh yeah, I got a little light that's flashing for the wireless factory immobiliser. Kicks out of gear. That's all fine. Now I'll not run that much because the power steering pump's losing. Power steering circuit's losing power steering fluid because of the leak going into the pump, so I don't want to aggravate that. Something to point out here, the original walnut. Now here it started to delaminate ever so slightly just on that corner edge. Let's just show you the oh dear, I could do a bit more use. Just to show you all the switches work, using the one on this side of the vehicle. And just to show you the electric mirrors work, so don't know where the hell I'm adjusting that. And then look at this one. Yep, they're all good. What else is there? That's it. So you can see the got the clock or the LEDs on that work. It's really hard to see, but when you turn the ignition on, it does brighten up. That's the original car radio with the cassette adapter for a phone in it. Just to show you it working.
So I didn't really need to do much to be able to hear the
There we go. Try and get here. So I haven't really thought this out very well. It's a bit cramped, but hopefully it does the job. To show diesel. Pop up all happy because it's bloody hot in here. Original ultrasonics for the alarm, volumetric. That on the interior light. That's where the IR pickup for the infrared is, At the moment it's got like an LED bulb, but I believe I have got in here the proper bulb that gives it the original colour. For some reason I've been lazy and haven't swapped it. To show you the back seats. So the one additional thing which I found is that the glue on this bit of thing is coming away, so that just needs a bit of gluing and putting over. So that's just happened with the heat. The upside one is fine. And also noticed, oh, what's this stuff on the back seat? And what has happened is, for some reason, I think it must be just where it's parked in the heat, the roof lining at the rear edge, it's all decided to start coming away. It's happened all the way along, and like the lining material's getting all brittle, and then for some reason literally just opening the car door makes it fall down. So that would, sorry about that guys, sort of go up there and clamp round, and I guess it has that sort of adhesion there. I've no idea why it's come down. It's not something I've noticed till so this morning really. More seatbelts work obviously because it's been through a mutt. I'll show you the recognition of these floors. You know, it's a nice presentable car. It's unfortunately silly little things like this, and obviously not having a mutt and that, but that, you know, hopefully you can see it's satisfy yourself that this is what you want, or you know, it was not presented as you it was presented not as you would interpret it. If that's the case, let me know and I'll happily cancel your bids, because I don't want to you know, mislead anyone. I want everyone to be happy with what they're bidding on. Oh yeah, what's a nice little thing here, these little bits all work, the lips on the glass, so when you take the glass out these pop up and deflect the wind over. Normally they can get a bit sticky, they're all fine, they work, and then you probably notice you can take this centre bar out, then it's like a complete open top thing. So she might think, oh, do I keep it? But I can't, I've got no space. So hopefully guys and girls, let's not be sexist, that gives you, oh hang on, I wanted to also show you under the engine. Oh, see the new radiator there. So I think I've bought a spare ECU from Rimmer Brothers. I've got a load of spare parts that I bought on clearance opportunistically from Rimmer's, and the winning bid, I'll dig them out and you get to have a little pick for them, because it's obviously you're going to have more chance of using them than myself. Original engine cover does seem to, it's like a sort of rubberized thing, and that's broken down over time, so it's got these washers underneath the screws. It's got a bit chewed up, so that's me being picky. And the other thing of that black gunk there, no oil explosions, that's when they're wax soling all underneath and the spray come through. Power steering pump is low because it's at the bottom of that pipe where it goes into the pump, loses the fluid, and that's where it lost it slowly over time before. The only other thing probably worth of note is this pipe here, which completes part of the cooling circuit up to this bad boy. Originally this was a metal pipe in this style, but that had corroded through before I bought it, and normally that would come round, secure onto here, shape up there. I've tried to find one and could not find one, you know, new. I didn't want to have another corroded one off another car. Could not find one for love and money, so I've been stuck with this, but you may have better luck. So that's the oh, you know, like a bit of surface corrosion. Let's look at that. That's absolutely on the fucking camera. So you know, a little bit of a wipe down and get that stuff off. But other than, for me, you know, that hose is cosmetically a bit corroded, but getting this one replaced with a proper part would be, you know, it. There we are, original air filter, Shannon tube. That's it, you know, it's an old car that's been well loved by the recent owners. And that's it. So hopefully, guys and girls, that will alleviate any surprises if you're the winning bidder and you come and you go, oh my god, I didn't realise about that, I'm not happy. Or it'll just, you know, reaffirm it's as you expected it. Okay, any other questions, let me know and I'll answer them ASAP. Thank you for everyone for the interest in this car. Bye bye.